I dreamt of stars. Vivid swirling galaxies filled my sleep, just like in my father's stories.
Ayla's father was a star mapper, charting the constellations of Aetheris. He'd point out each twinkling light, whispering legends to her.
I yearned to follow his path. I traced patterns on his star map, a worn leather scroll. Each constellation held a story.
Her favorite was the Great Hunter, a hero protecting Aetheris from shadows. One day, however, Ayla's father didn't return from his expedition. A storm had swept through the Starfall Mountains. He was gone.
I clutched his star map, my only solace. I vowed to become a star mapper. I would honor his memory. I would explore the night sky just like him.
But Aetheris held a cruel fate in store for her. A darkness was approaching, threatening to consume everything Ayla held dear. It started subtly, a flicker in the sky, a star winking out like a dying ember, then another and another. Panic gripped Ayla's village.
The stars were our guides, our protectors.
The village elders, their faces etched with worry, gathered in the square. They spoke of an ancient prophecy. When the stars fade, darkness will consume Aetheris. Fear snaked through the villagers.
What could we do?
Ayla raced to the highest point in the village, clutching her father's map. She watched in horror as more stars vanished. The once brilliant tapestry of the night sky was becoming a void. Despair threatened to engulf her.
Was this the end? Would Aetheris be plunged into eternal darkness?
Ayla refused to believe it. There had to be a way to stop it. A streak of silver light cut through the darkness, a beacon of hope in the face of despair.
Could this be the answer to our prayers?
The silver light crashed near the village, a fiery spectacle illuminating the anxious faces. When the smoke cleared, a figure stumbled out of the crater, small, impish, with glowing silver hair and clothes that shimmered like stardust. He was a sight to behold.
Ouch, that landing could have gone better.
This was Nox, a star spirit. He explained he'd fallen from the celestial realm.
The Void King, a being of pure darkness, has stolen the celestial core, the source of all starlight. He's using it to extinguish the stars. If he isn't stopped, Aetheris will be shrouded in eternal darkness.
Ayla's heart pounded. This was the answer she was looking for. The fate of Aetheris rested on her shoulders.
I knew what I had to do. I had to find the celestial core and stop the Void King. The prophecy would be fulfilled, but not as the darkness intended.
Ayla knew the risks. The journey to the celestial realm was perilous, fraught with unknown dangers. Yet she was determined. The memory of her father, the fear in the villagers' eyes, the fate of Aetheris, it all fueled her resolve.
I packed provisions, my father's star map, my most prized possession.
Nox, despite his initial clumsiness, possessed star magic. He could guide her. He could help her navigate the celestial pathways.
As I prepared to leave, the villagers gathered, their faces etched with a mix of fear and hope. They showered me with blessings and tokens of good luck. A hand-stitched cloak, a pouch of healing herbs, a carved wooden star to remind me of home.
With a deep breath and a heart full of determination, Ayla set off into the unknown. The fate of Aetheris rested on her young shoulders. She wouldn't let them down.
The first challenge awaited, the Whispering Woods, a place whispered to be haunted by lost souls.
The Whispering Woods were as eerie as the legends claimed. Twisted branches clawed at the sky, blocking out the faint moonlight. Eerie whispers seemed to emanate from the trees themselves, whispering secrets and lies.
We need to be careful.
Nox, usually cheerful, was subdued. The darkness here was ancient, powerful. It seemed to dampen his star magic.
The woods feed on fear, on doubt. We must stay strong.
Ayla clutched her father's map, her knuckles white. The path was unclear, the way forward shrouded in mist and shadows. They pressed on, relying on Ayla's intuition and the faint glimmers of starlight that pierced the canopy. Strange creatures with glowing eyes watched them from the shadows, their forms shifting and disappearing with the mist. The woods tested their resolve, pushed them to their limits.
I have to be strong, for my father, for my village, for Aetheris.
Emerging from the woods, they found themselves at the foot of a mountain range that seemed to pierce the heavens, the Starfall Mountains. Their journey was far from over. The Starfall Mountains were treacherous, their peaks lost in swirling clouds. Legends spoke of the trial of echoes, a test faced by those seeking to enter the celestial realm. As they climbed, the air grew thin, the temperature plummeting. Ice-covered paths snaked up the mountainside, treacherous and unforgiving. Yet the most daunting challenge was the trial itself.
The mountain holds the echoes of past travelers, their hopes, their fears. You will be tested.
Knox's voice was serious as he continued.
Your heart will be laid bare. Only those with pure intentions can pass.
As they reached a narrow pass, the wind whipped around them, carrying whispers of doubt, of fear, of despair. The echoes swirled, taking on monstrous forms, taunting Ayla, reminding her of her loss, her fears. But Ayla stood firm. She remembered her father's words, his lessons about courage, about facing your fears head-on. She pushed past the echoes, her resolve hardening with each step. She would not be deterred. Reaching the summit, bathed in a celestial glow, Ayla felt a sense of peace. She had passed the trial, the celestial realm awaited. Stepping through a shimmering portal at the peak, they entered the celestial realm. It was a breathtaking sight. Stars swirled like celestial dancers, their light painting the realm in vibrant hues. But a shadow marred this beauty, a darkness that pulsed at the heart of the realm. The Void King. He was a being of pure darkness, his very presence sucking the light from the stars. He held the celestial core, a sphere of pulsating light in his grasp, its light flickering precariously.
You dare defy me, child? This realm is mine. I will extinguish the stars and plunge Aetheris into eternal darkness.
Nox, empowered by the celestial energy, fought back, his star magic flaring. But the Void King was powerful. Ayla knew she had to act. She remembered her father's words.
The stars hold stories, Ayla. Learn to read them.
Looking at the celestial core, she saw it. The pattern, the great hunter constellation, her father's stories, his lessons, all led to this moment. This was her moment. This was her destiny. Ayla knew what she had to do. Using her father's star map as a guide, she channeled the celestial energy, drawing upon the stories, the legends, the power held within each constellation. She focused on the great hunter, visualizing its form, its strength, its protective embrace. A surge of energy erupted from her, striking the Void King, disrupting his hold on the celestial core. With a final desperate lunge, Ayla snatched the core. As she did, light flooded the celestial realm, pushing back the darkness. The stars, revitalized, blazed with renewed brilliance. The Void King, weakened, roared in anger and despair before being consumed by his own darkness. The realm shimmered, returning to its former glory.
You did it, Ayla. You saved us all.
But Ayla's heart was heavy. She had saved Aetheris, but her father was still gone. Returning to Aetheris, Ayla was met with cheers. The stars shone brightly once more, their light a beacon of hope. She had faced her fears, overcome impossible odds and fulfilled her promise. But it was a bittersweet victory. As Ayla gazed at the night sky, she saw her father's constellation, the great hunter, shining brighter than ever. She knew then that he was gone, but his memory, his love, his passion for the stars would always guide her. She would continue his legacy. She would explore the stars, chart new constellations, and share their stories.
I will continue your legacy, Father. I will explore the stars, chart new constellations, and share their stories.
Ayla, the star mapper, her heart filled with sorrow and pride, looked up at the endless expanse of the cosmos, ready for her next adventure. She was no longer just a girl who dreamt of stars. She was the girl who saved them. The stars, once lost, now served as a constant reminder of her father's love and her own unwavering courage. Aetheris was safe, bathed in the light of 1,000 stars, thanks to the bravery of a young girl who dared to dream.